Hello everybody, it's Pavo and welcome back to ZooCrafting. So I'm here in the zebra exhibit that I have finished off now, and as you can see I've been doing a lot of work. I have added in the fence all around. We also have a new member of this exhibit that's not really meant to be in here. This is the travelling salesman who was kind enough to let us buy some of the nice ore needed for the aquarium, although at a very expensive price. I've also added in this little rockery at the back, and I think it really suits the exhibit. I think it suits it really well. I have decided that the look we are going to go for the fence is the same look as the old zebra exhibit had, which is the green barrier with this the fence posts and the spruce wood on top, and I thought that looks really good, and it's starting to look like a proper zoo, this little area over here, and I think it's perfect. I really do like it. I've also added in this little path here, though it's a bit sort of off center over here, and I'm not sure whether to tarmac this, turn this all into some sort of block just so that it looks a bit better rather than just a random path, but it's fine as it is at the moment, and when we get on to building other things around the zoo I'm sure we can change it and make it a bit more uniform, make it look a bit better. So this area over here is going to be a swamp area, which is going to have our crocodiles and our Komodo dragons. Then this area over here is going to be the little memory garden that I haven't got around to building yet, but it's going to have it's going to have a nice little garden with different sorts of flowers. It's going to be, oh my gosh, what's that? What is that? Is that? Oh, it's some sort of lightning bug. It's glitching on the bamboo though, look at that. But yeah, this is going to be the memory garden. It's going to have a nice little garden full of different flowers and the trees that people have bought off the website, though you can't currently buy them because this area has not been built yet. But I'll have little designated slots for the trees to go in, and I want to build a really fancy gazebo or some sort of structure in the middle, and I want to make it look really professional. This is for you. This is the garden that I built for you, the viewers, to put your trees in. So I really want to make it very special, and I want to add a little wall mural in it using the DaVincing mod. So I made a little design for that ages ago, but I just haven't got around to building that. So I think we'll be doing that sooner rather than later. Okay, and other work that I've been doing, not much. It's basically just the zebra exhibit that I've finished off. I've still got a lot more trees to chop down over here because we're going to be expanding that way. I can't remember what I said we were going to be building, but we do need to keep expanding that way. And finally, apart from adding a few trees and chopping down a few trees, I have started building this exhibit, and this is actually going to be a new exhibit for the lions, the two lions that we have up in my house. So I do want to make it a similar sort of design to here. I want to have a little river going through the middle. Probably won't border the rocking like that. It's probably going to start about here, and it will go this way and end up over here somewhere. And I want to have a little bridge that goes over it, which is a few logs, maybe DaVincing sculptures, not sure. Then I want to have a huge rockery of different levels for the lions and things to walk around. And maybe I can tell you a few lion facts. I sort of want to change the colour of this because this is green over here, and one thing that I can't do over here is have this little open gap because they are lions, and if you went to a zoo and you had gaps like that, that would be a no-no. And so I'm going to be putting this glass pane instead of the open fencing thing, and hopefully that will be a lot better. So we're going to start off with just finishing off this wall, because this wall here has a nice curve to it using the Carpenter slopes, which I don't seem to have any of, unless I've put them away somewhere, which no, I just don't seem to have any. but we're going to be doing that, and I'm also going to dig all this dirt and grass down 1 block to make a sort of dry moat, like the zebras have. Though the zebras don't really need it, but I guess it's just so like, I know they can't in Minecraft, but if this were real life, so that they can't jump over the little barriers, that's why they have that little moat. So I'm going to do the same thing here, because we don't want any wild lions wandering around the zoo. And yeah, we only have 2, but this is a very, very big exhibit. And I think no, I was going to say, I think it might be bigger than the zebras, but it's not. And I can prove that by looking at the mini-map. It is a lot smaller. But I'm going to be working on that, so let's head straight home. And I will grab a couple of those Carpenter slopes and a couple of other resources that I need to build the lion exhibit. And I think we might just quickly go check, see if the lions are okay. I was going to put them in a couple of safari nets, but I think, if I remember correctly, they are all full. Yes, they are. Oh my gosh, these crocodiles and Komodo dragons, they've been in here for ages. Yeah, I can't remember. This is another wild horse, but I think it might be another one of the, like, the dark unicorns I found in the nether. Oh look, we have 2 safari nets. I think we might be able to grab the lions, although it's probably best to leave them there before, because the exhibit is not yet finished. It hasn't even been starting to be built yet. But we'll go up and we'll see what they're doing, how they're doing, see how they're getting along. They seem to be doing okay. I think, yeah, they're both males are there. I can't speak tonight. It's very annoying. They're both males, so unfortunately we can't breed them. I might have to go out into the world and see if I can find a female for them. I guess these 2 were sort of guarding their territory, and the females were out hunting. So I guess that's why I didn't see any females, or why we don't have any females. Much like they do in real life. The females go out hunting and the males stay at home and look after the little group, which is called a pride, if you didn't know. But we don't have much to do up here, so I'm going to head downstairs, craft a few commoners blocks, grab a few bits of dye and some spruce wood if I have some, and we'll get on with building the lion exhibit. Okay, so limestone, we don't really have any. I think I've put that away somewhere. I think that might be in my backpack. Yes, we've got some limestone. I need to go out mining, so I'll do that a bit later and get a couple more stacks of that. I need some carbonate blocks, so they're in here. No, they're not. I'm going to have to make some. So the recipe that we all know off by heart by now, turn these into planks, turn these into sticks. Oops, I must have held down shift. And we'll do that again. And we'll put all those in there. And I need to get another stack of wood. Might take this dark oak. Hopefully I don't need this for anything. There we are. We've got lots and lots of these commoners blocks, and I think we've got some sticks in here. We do. And we can now turn these into slopes, like so. Yeah, that's perfect. That should do us. And I'm finally just going to grab some of this dye. We've got some lime green dye here. I am going to experiment with a different colour, maybe a yellow. And if I've got some roses or some poppies, I'm going to see if I can make some red dye. I have some poppies here. And possibly make some orange dye and see how that looks. So, it's like this. I'm not going to use all of that. That'll do. I'll see what it looks like. But I think that's it. I think we're going to see what we can do now. No, I can keep those there. I don't need those. And the other thing I was thinking about is food, but I have some scrambled egg. This is actually a pelican egg, and some garden soup that I made as well, because we ran out of that lovely lamb with mint sauce, which is a shame. But I don't mind changing up my diet. I'm sure it is very bad to just stick to one food, especially lamb, even though it was a tofu type. So we'll go this way. And yes, so I'm going to put my safari nets away because I don't need those. I don't think I'll need my chisel either. And I'm just going to actually clear up my inventory a second. So I don't need this bone meal, and I don't need any of this dye right now. I can easily get it out nearer the time. Okay, so I'm going to put these down here, and calmness blocks as well, just in case I need those. Okay, so we're going to start by doing this, and sometimes it behaves and the blocks go where I want them to. Other times they're just like, nope, we're not going to do what you want. But yeah, it seems to be going okay. And they're like this. I really do love these calmness blocks. They are so useful. I never actually really used this mod. Well, I've never really played with any mods before joining ZooCrafting, despite having made making a mod. Well, I've made multiple mods now, but I never really played with them. But this is turning out okay. Yeah. Here is going to be a bit of an issue with the path because, yeah, as I said, it's a bit offset. So maybe making it a bit wider here, or yeah, doing the option of completely tarmacking it. But I do want to add some trees as well, like maybe not right in the center here, but somewhere around here. I think that would look good. I can get the weird glitchy grass again, and that sort of only happens whenever we are near DaVincing sculptures. So I'm sure that is some sort of DaVincing bug that is not able to be fixed, or just maybe it's not. Maybe it's nothing to do with DaVincing, but it just tends to happen whenever I'm near them. Okay, so yeah, we have that. Now we're just going to work on the other side, and I'm not going to dig down this episode. I think I'm going to do that off camera, but I will build the little back structure ready for the lions to climb on. So I'm just going to place these like this, and here as well, and there, and there, oops, like that. And when you place them, you have to sort of get them right in the corners, else they complain like that. There. We're doing good. Oops, I just realised I have one that's not right. I didn't even notice. Oops. What is happening? My camera spun around. But we're doing good. We are getting there. And I think that was the last one actually. I'm just quickly going to check it. I think it was, yeah. This is a bit of a weird pattern shape down here, so I think maybe I'm just going to do this. There we are. That looks okay. That's good, yeah. It's a nice shape, especially on the mini-map up top as well. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe here needs a bit of a change up. This is minor details, they're just going to annoy me in the long run, but come together to make something nice. Okay, so I'm going to start working on the little backdrop. And it's going to be like a little, like, cliff face. And it's going to be limestone. Oh no, it's raining. It's going to be limestone. And it's going to be very tall. So I think I'm going to have to dig into this mountain a bit. The Owl Observatory is beyond here, but behind here. But I don't think I'm going to be digging that far back. I think only 1 or 2 blocks, and then that should be it. And this shovel is a lot more powerful than I remember, and it's going to break very shortly. So I'm going to have to be careful. Get that. And this. And I think one more, yeah. Oh, that didn't take as much damage as... Oh, it's because it's unbreaking. Yeah, one more. And that's the level that I'm going to be putting the calmness blocks at. I could actually put the limestone straight down, which would probably be the best idea. So we'll get some of that. We'll get that dirt up the top. I can't reach it. But there we are. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it like that. And I have limestone. Which one? Yeah, in here. So I'm going to start by placing this down. Like so. And I'm going to try and make it like very sort of flat at the top. Like single level. I don't really need to fill this in, but I'm going to do so anyway. So we're going to make it like a big hunk of limestone just on this wall. Yeah, like that. And fill this in. Okay, ran out of limestone. That didn't go too well, but that's the sort of shape that I want, and I'm going to carry it on just around the corner here. So I'm going to start with the Carpenter's blocks now. So yeah, this is going to be limestone. Like that. And that's not going to be limestone, that's just going to be nothing. Yeah, and then this is going to work around the corner. Oops. And I think it's going to stop around here. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to pick all this up, and I'm going to like build out the little platform that they're going to have, which is going to be like this. Again, a very random shape, which is going to sort of go in. This reminds me a lot of the penguin enclosure, to be honest. The little penguin exhibit that, no, you can't see from here. Why did I even bother trying? Yeah, and I sort of want to make it 2 levels. So this is going to be limestone. Don't forget that I'm going to dig this all down. So this little layer here is probably going to be 1 block down. But I'm going to add like little tunnels for them to go in. So like that. And then this is going to be another layer up top as well. Though I will have to be careful, because at that sort of position they will be able to jump over the fence here. And also up the hill. So probably going to have to extend this limestone a bit higher as well. Probably round the side of the mountain as well. But I think having like a 2-tiered level, you can hear the owls from here, 2-tiered level of for the exhibit, it's probably going to be a lot better. Yeah, like that. Although it probably looks very confusing, but as I build, it will make a lot more sense. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to like make the little path for the river, which is going to be this way, like this is going to be diagonally, and it's going to start from like nothing. I think maybe building a little rock wall, like a little waterfall here is probably going to be the best idea. Unless I do like a river that runs through the park, that could be interesting. Like maybe coming from the lake or heading towards the lake, that sort of direction. I can imagine like a little rockery / waterfall being on that little hill there, just there. I think that would be interesting. And having it like come into the lion enclosure, that would be, yeah, that would be cool. But I'm just gonna build the little like shape, the little outline for the river, and it's either gonna go, oh yeah, that would be cool, because it could go through the mountain and come out in the swamp exhibit on the other side. Though swamp tends to be stagnant water, not moving water, but it can have a river flowing through it. I'm sure the animals wouldn't complain. Maybe make this a bit wider. I think that's okay. Maybe here as well. Yeah, I like it. I do want to put like something over here so they have a reason to come over. I'm not sure what though. So, oh, I thought of something. Like a little den, like a little cave that goes. That would be cool. Yeah. So, do I have a sign? Just to remind myself of what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to do that right now. But I'm going to put den behind here. And I've done it in capitals so that I remember. And with this river, oh yeah, I've forgotten that I was going to dig it down, didn't I? Oh, I've got to eat some food. Garden soup. Lovely, lovely. Okay, and do I have any of those logs? Or did I get rid of them all? I'm going to use mahogany just for the moment. But I'm going to do like a little bridge. And it's going to look like this. So the logs are going to come over like that. And same over here as well. And give it like a little like natural log bridge. I think maybe DaVincing to cover off the edges, or maybe Carpenter's blocks to flatten it down. Probably is going to be a good idea. And it won't be mahogany. I think it would be maybe oak or something. Although mahogany doesn't actually look too bad. I'm going to have to find out what sort of plants are in growing places that the lions live. But I can already see this exhibit coming together quite well. It looks really good, doesn't it? Okay, so I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to actually extend the limestone up that cliff face or the hill a bit more, because that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, so I'm going to end the episode here. As always, the code is on screen. Unfortunately, we had the rain for the last part of this episode. As I said in previous episodes, I don't know why sometimes we film for 20 minutes and nothing happens, and sometimes we have thunderstorms for the whole episode. I have no idea. But yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be finishing off a bit of this exhibit. I'm going to go mining for some more limestone, and I am also going to dig down all the grass in this exhibit, just one block, and that will make everything look a lot better. So yes, I'll see you all tomorrow. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye!